and goes. Alright guys, ready? There you go. Here's the good stuff. Here you go, Miss Nosy. There you go, Miss Nosy Rosie. Okay, whew. Rabbits are fed, watered, and moved. Yes, our rabbits get a pretty good amount of food choices. So the rabbits have pellets back there. They also get hay, and then they get tree limbs, leaves, grass, whatever else is growing around. The waters are filled, and it's got apple cider vinegar in there for the probiotics. They also have mineral licks. So to be honest, rabbits are probably the easiest animals I've ever taken care of. They're just so happy and content in there. All I have to do is feed them twice a day, make sure their waters are filled, and then give them things to chew on. I love to just forage around and find different things in our environment and seeing how they prefer each item. They really, really, really love sweet gum, limbs, and leaves. Believe it or not, they actually like pine needles too. And that's it. That's all we do for them. I mean, I move them so they get fresh ground. I don't have to worry about scooping poop or anything. That just goes down. Right now it's fertilizing our driveway, which isn't really the best option. But where I want to move them to is where we're doing our garden for next year. The only reason we haven't moved the rabbits back there yet is because that would put them farther away from our home where predators can get to them easier. We do have coyotes around here. We are in South Carolina. So that's always an issue. Our dog Chance is not a livestock guardian dog. No, not at all. Now, some people say, and we've gotten this comment a lot, that we should not keep our rabbits together like they are. Our two does are bred and they are in the same area together. Our 4 bucks are obviously not bred, they're bucks, they're boys. And they'll be slaughtered in a few days, but they are old enough that they more than likely probably shouldn't be all together. The thing is, they were always raised this way. They don't know any different. There is a hierarchy in rabbits like there is in anything else. There's always going to be one that's dominant, and as long as you have one dominant and the rest are submissive, you're fine because they're not fighting. Nosy Rosie, the brown one, is dominant. Pretty Girl is very much submissive. She just is. I thought she was going to be dominant, but she's really not. And they do fine. Occasionally, Pretty Girl will step out of line or something, and Nosy Rosie will get after her, but it's over and done within like 30 seconds. There's never any blood drawn. She just kind of chases around for a minute, and then they're done. And that may have, I mean, that's happened like twice in the week that we've had them, so I'm not too concerned about that. It's just a pecking order like there is with any other animal. Check out chickens. They're meaner than rabbits, I promise. The guys, I seen them have a little scuffle once they first got here, and then that was it. I told them if they didn't play nice, they would go to the freezer sooner, so maybe that's the deal, but Kenneth is working on building the second rabbit tractor. We did make the second one taller. If you notice, our rabbits like to stand up and look out, and I'm worried that they're going to try to jump out. None of them have ever tried to jump out, but you know, it's just one of those things. I don't want to be chasing rabbits. So Kenneth made the next rabbit tractor a little taller. It's like 6 inches taller or something. So hopefully that will deter that behavior. And it's a little bit wider than this one is, because that rabbit tractor will be used for the grow outs. Both of our bred does are due with kits in a little over 2 weeks. So We will need them after they are weaned, a place for all the kits to go, and they're going to go in that rabbit tractor together. We'll be butchering within 3 to 4 months of them being born, and they are weaned at about a month and a half old. So they'll only all be in there in that rabbit tractor together for about a month and a half to 2 months. And since they're moved every day, poop and stuff's not piling up, they'll be fine. I don't know how many babies we're going to get, but if it looks like it's going to be too much as they grow out, we'll build a 3rd rabbit tractor. We've already talked about building a 3rd anyways. Have y'all noticed our new waterers? We picked these up at Tractor Supply. I don't even see a brand on them. Instead of having a ball on them that the rabbit licks to get their water out, let me show you what these have. Can you see that? So it has like this little thing that pushes in to let water out. So that's our solution. They don't leak like the other ones did. It's much, much better. I highly recommend waterers like these for anybody who's setting up a rabbit tractor. I did try to do like a water bowl for them, and they would just like kind of get it dirty, and I got tired of cleaning it out. So we went and got these. I like them. They have a flip top on the outside, so I can just pour their water in from the outside instead of having to unscrew the bottle and fill it up that way. If you have ever had rabbits or anything that uses a hay rack, you probably understand it's awful. Why has somebody not come up with a better way to do racks for rabbits than the hay racks that are currently here? I'm about to zip tie these things together, like not even joking. So frustrated with them. So this is a hay rack. You're supposed to take these little latches and latch it right there. And then their hay goes into it, and the pressure from shoving the hay down in there, it's supposed to hold it in place. But it doesn't always work. And as the rabbits eat on it and it loosens up, it comes undone, and then you get hay all over the ground. It's a great idea, but why they're not like fixed so I can just shove hay in there, I don't know. It's a pain in my butt.
What are you doing?
Say hey.
Hey.
You got you to quit talking. Hi, we had a visitor.
Hey guys, Matt Dean from Dean Family Acres.
So he come and stopped by on his way back from Thanksgiving. So he got to see our wonderful homestead over here. How cool was it that Matt Dean from Dean Family Acres come by and stopped by and seen us? We met Matt at the HOA conference, and we've continued a friendship with him since. That is what HOA is all about. The Homesteaders of America is meeting other homesteaders like you and getting to know each other. If you haven't seen our HOA video, you should check it out. And if you're thinking about going, you should totally go so you can meet other homesteaders near you. And then it was pretty cool that when he passed by for Thanksgiving, he decided to stop in and visit us and see our homestead in person. So if you haven't checked out our friend over at Dean Family Acres, make sure you go check out his YouTube channel too. I'll leave a link down for it in the description box. So, for food, obviously you notice I use food bowls and not like the little feed-in troughs that hang on the side. That's just personal preference. We do not free feed our rabbits. Free feed is when you continuously fill up their feeder and just let them eat as they will. With rabbits in captivity, they don't move around as much as a rabbit in the wild. So if they continuously eat like a rabbit in the wild would, they'll get fat. I don't know if they don't feel pretty or what, but fat rabbits don't breed. I don't know if you know this, but rabbits can dig. So you do want to have some kind of bottom on your rabbit tractor, unlike with your chickens, which you can leave open. We chose the wood slats on this one because that's what we had. We have seen it at Polyface on their rabbit tractors, and so we knew it was possible, and that's what we had on hand. We bought welded wire that's 2 by 3, I think is what it is, squares in it that we're going to put on the other rabbit tractor, and then we'll compare them and see what we like better. The good thing about the slats is if one breaks, we only have to replace that one. However, the welded wire should be able to hold up more because the rabbits aren't eating on it, for one, and it's a little more flexible than the wooden slats.
What?
You have a rabbit parrot at you trying to figure out what you're doing. rabbits in the winter. Especially here in South Carolina, we don't get that cold. So all our rabbits really need is a wind break. Rabbits come in their own fur-lined coat. So you just need a place for them to stay dry and keep out of the wind. Now our 4 bucks in here are butchering rabbits, and they are at butchering age and will be butchered in just a few days. So next video you see will probably be that. Now, how are we planning to do butchering day? It is a family event. This is a family food source. So yes, Juan Declan is 2. He's not even 3 yet. He turns 3 in February. I do expect him to be present. He does not have to participate. He does not have to watch, but he does have to be present. And that will always be the rule for our children. I would encourage them to participate, especially as they get older, because I want them to be able to have the knowledge of where their food comes from, how it's processed, and what the sacrifices are made for them to be able to nourish their bodies. It's not something I would force onto my kids because that is a personal choice. And even as children, they still have the right to a personal choice. Now, if Declan wants to watch, even at 2, I'm not hiding it from him. I will have a phone and headphones for him if I feel like he needs it. I do allow Declan to have screen time, and I allow him to have headphones on and to zone out when I feel like he needs it. If he's overstimulated, if we are doing something that just completely bores him and it's not something I need him to participate in, he is more than welcome to have something to allow him to zone out. I, as an adult, need that sometimes, and so I recognize that my child may need that as well. Are you giving it a stick? Put it in there. Are you gonna give it to her, huh? Drop it in there so she can eat it.
Not mine. No.
Hey friends, sorry to interrupt, but I am editing the video and just realized that I never asked you your Vlogmas question of the day. My bad. So for Vlogmas Day 3, I want to know, are you a hot chocolate drinker? I always want hot chocolate around Christmas time. It's really the only time of the year I want it, but I am a hot chocolate purist. I just want plain hot chocolate. If you are a hot chocolate drinker, let me know what you like in your hot chocolate. Are you a purist like me? Do you like marshmallows, peppermint, or do you have any other fun combination? Let me know in the comments below. The first pinned comment will have the question of the day for you to answer. Enjoy Vlogmas, guys. See you tomorrow.